are, it's just after 5:30 and this is our train approaching. How exciting. Let's just watch it come into Bus Station. A number of people waiting for it, waiting to board for our day out at Windsor and Eton. Looking forward to my breakfast, which will be served once we're on board. And here it is. Just step back and we're on coach A, which is the first coach. And here we are at pulling into Camden Road near London, having had our lovely breakfast, and now we've just been served some tea, coffee and croissant and pastries. So still a long way to go before we get to Windsor, but we're having a really nice time, and we'll get back to you soon. Here we are, we've finally arrived at Windsor and Eton. That's the Pullman carriage that we've travelled on after spending all morning eating and drinking. Going to make our way to the riverside and return later this afternoon for the homeward journey. So we'll see what Windsor and Eton have got to offer. Here we are at the fabulous Windsor Castle, and the weather's turned out really nice, so we're just having a wander around. Unfortunately we arrived a bit late to see the changing of the guard, but never mind, having a lovely day out. The main street in Windsor with the castle in the background. Just having a nice walk down there. I can hear a violinist playing in the background. So we're in the flight path at Heathrow Airport, so there's a plane going past every 5 minutes. Here we are in the park next to the river, and there's a Spitfire on display there, looking very smart. And the weather here is just lovely, it's getting really warm, there's no wind at all, and we're going to have a nice walk along the river and find a nice bar to have a drink in the sunshine. Wow, what a lovely day, and what beautiful scenery we're blessed with here. This is the riverside, as you can see, Windsor and Eton. Across to the footbridge, just as yet another aeroplane is coming into land at Heathrow Airport. There it is. And we are about to sit down for a well-deserved refreshment at this lovely bar, riverside bar, sitting in the sunshine. What more could you ask for? Here we are at the Boatman pub on the riverside, enjoying a nice drink before we venture out onto the amphibious craft and set sail on the river. And here we are on the main street at the duck stop, waiting to board our amphibious coach that will take us around the town before plunging into the water for a nice cruise up and down the river. So we're just about to board, and we'll see how it goes.
Part of Windsor Castle.
Here we are, just passing Windsor Castle.
This statue of Queen Victoria was built in 1887 for a cost of £2,500. Now we're about to come up on the left-hand side to the Guildhall, and if you notice, there are pillars on the inside. Now Christopher Wren designed this building, and in his original plans he only included the exterior columns because he felt there was no need for the structural support inside, but the council made him put them in there. So he did that, but he left a 2-inch gap at the top of the pillars. They do not touch the ceiling, to prove that he was correct, and he definitely was correct. We've had no problems with that building since it was built. Here we go, the time has come. It has indeed.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Going in the river. Here we go. Hey. Buses now boats.
How's everybody doing? We still have everyone. That's great news. So, welcome to the River Thames. Now, you may be wondering what's happened to our wheels. And oh my goodness, they've fallen off. I'm joking. Right, so the wheels, they do not actually fold up underneath us like in James Bond. They're actually just dangling in place as they were on land. So the River Thames is 215 miles long. It starts its journey in Gloucestershire, comes down.
Here we are, just turning in the river. There's a great view of Windsor Castle.
So as I mentioned before, the Round Tower is the largest structure in the castle, and you're going to see a dark line of brick in the middle, and that is where King George IV extended the Round Tower, doubling its height during his reign.
There's the Boatman pub that we're having a drink in before we set off on the duck tour.
Belong to a Australian singer and actor. Can anybody guess who it might be? If you're thinking Kylie Minogue, that's incorrect. But I do have a joke about Kylie Minogue. Where does Kylie Minogue buy her kebabs? Jason's Donovan. Woo. So this house used to belong to Natalie Imbruglia.
There we go, we're just about to leave the river and get back onto dry land. Here we go. Out of the river. Back on dry land.
Round of applause for our skipper Paul for his excellent driving.
Back to where we started at the book stop, and we're about to get off and head for a pub, I imagine. Here we are, it's 5:30. We've had our day out in Windsor. We're back to board the train that's waiting for us. We'll be on our way shortly. Well, here we are back on the train. Everything set for dinner. Wine ordered. Just settling in, ready to get going and wait for dinner to be served, which should be nice. So here we are back at Brough Station. It's now midnight, and as you can see it's very dark and we're all very tired. It's been a very long day, but a most enjoyable day. There's the special train that we've been on today. enjoyed the Pullman service and dining, and walking away back to the car park for the short journey home. So we'll have a fabulous day. Been all the way to Windsor, had a great time in Windsor, a lovely journey back, and we're on the way home. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Train now making its way to the last stop, which is in Hull.